Welcome to part 2, picking up where we left off. I'm not picking up where I left off. I changed two things. One is the title of the patch. I'm renaming it to Tundra. I think it'll just be better for search engine optimization. The other thing that I changed is under the control surface, I took down the EXI volume just a little bit. Now let's go into the common tab. Try to move really quickly on this because there's just so much to go through. Choose the blank mod 7, jump into EXI. Actually, while we're here, let's put this EXI above the two step notes that we made in the first video. So D#2. Now let's go into EXI2 and set up our routing off the bat. Be careful when doing this to not play a sound immediately because the noise is going to be so loud. And then that's good. You know what? I just realized we don't need to actually route this since it's already hard patched in there. So go ahead and disconnect. Excellent. Okay, so noise going to the two filters going to VPM oscillator 1 and then VPM oscillator 2 going to the output. Let's go into the oscillators, and I'm going to do a thing where I'll be key tracking, or not key tracking, but zoning the different sounds. So for the noise, which is passing through, which is going to VPM oscillator 1, I want to have that be below C5. And let's change this to a wave shaper. The reason for that is I'm only going to be using it to boost volume of the noise because we're going to lose a lot of volume while filtering. Don't play a sound right now because it would just be way too loud. Let's go into VPM oscillator 2 and again go to C5, not G5, C5, and take down everything below it. Good. Now let's go to VPM oscillator 1, take off its envelope generator, go into the envelope generators and turn on break and sustain all the way up. And we'll go back into the oscillator tab and go to oscillator main and then LFO 3. And then that's going to be dictated by envelope generator 1. So now when we listen to that higher note, we can simply set the intensity freely. And I want to go into that LFO, increase the rate a little bit, LFO 3, choose a sine wave. .76 is good. Let's go into the oscillator, back into the oscillator tab, and go into VPM oscillator 2, which is the sine wave that we're just listening to. And we'll leave it on envelope generator 2, but I want to use that same LFO 3, to modulate the volume of this. So 79 sounds good. Let's put it back on 0. And then for the intensity modulation, let's choose envelope generator 1. Very good. So now we're going to go back up with the intensity to 70. Cool. And now let's go into that envelope generator and put break and sustain on 0. And give it some attack and decay. Oh, still in that parameter. And for the decay, I actually want to take down the curve just a little bit. More attack. More attack. Let's actually choose envelope generator 1 as, oh, nope. as what dictates the volume of this sound. We have to take down that attack a little bit. And let's add a bit of fade to this LFO. And let's definitely take down the attack. Increase it a bit. Increase it some more. That's not bad. 75, 73. Okay. Let's go into filter. And let's go 12 dB low pass. Put on some resonance. Take it down a bit. Now we can probably safely listen to the noise. And that is not right. BPM oscillator 2. Oscillator. D5. Oh, D5. C5. Nice. Cool. I think I'm going to complete it this time. I'd made a few attempts before, but didn't ever get it to completion. So anyway, for the filter B, let's choose a high pass. And we're going to kind of create a kind of like whistling in the wind sort of sound. So to do that, let's put resonance on full. Why is that oscillator sounding? C5, C5, infinity. Why are you sounding? It's sounding because our volume mode is on additive. Let's put it to multiply, and it shouldn't. Excellent. Okay. All right. So we were creating the high end of the wind. Very good. And now let's go into our filter modulation. We have LFO 1 in there. Let's put on 5. Go back to the LFOs. Go to LFO 1. Choose triangle is fine. Yeah, actually. Let's use that. And let's bring down the shape. And let's add frequency modulation to that LFO with LFO 2. And give it quite a bit of intensity. 24, which is random 4 continuous. So for the wind, we forgot to take the frequency down of that LFO. We're going to take it way down to 6. Nice. Cool. So let's go into the envelope generator again. Give it some release. We're pretty much at the finish line here. Go into our amp. Give it some release. And are we done? I think we're done. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's play the full patch and see if it sounds right. If it does, then this will be complete, finally. Okay, give me a second. I think we just need to set some basic levels. I like the wind to be as high as it can be, because it kind of masks some of the poorness of the artificiality of the steps. Is that a word, artificiality? Let's give this a try.